Hi you, welcome back. It's Yoga for Core, day 3. I hope you're starting to feel that connection, that awakening deep within. Today we are going to use a block to help us get even more access to that deep abdominal strength and inner strength. So if you have a block, please go ahead and grab one. If you don't have a block, it's no big deal. You can still do all the poses without. And I'm going to get you started on your back in Supta Baddha Konasana. Keep that block handy, you're going to need it. Go ahead and close down the eyes. If it feels right and comfortable in your body, you can place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And we'll begin with a few deep centering breaths. In through the nose. Maybe for the first one, why don't we go ahead and sigh it out. And then we'll keep the lips sealed as we breathe in and out. Full and slow and generous breaths. Actively creating this breath intentionally, unlike the breath that you were using before you got to your mat. Unlike your everyday breath, your kind of autopilot breath. In yoga, we actively connect with the breath as a gauge, as a guide for how we're feeling, how we're doing. It helps us stay present. It helps us regulate. It helps us stay when things are difficult or challenging. Let's finish this last exhale, empty, empty. Feel that pelvic floor lift up towards the diaphragm. And bring the knees into your chest and give yourself a great big squeeze, hug in. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. Acknowledge yourself for being here, for giving yourself this time. Reaching for that block. Placing the feet back down onto the earth, lift the hips up off the mat, and place the block between the palms just above the face, just above the shoulders. I want you to really palm the block, so really squeeze the block in between the hands. So it's not just lightly being held there with your fingertips, your hands are active, which activates all the muscles in your arms. And now bring your attention to the legs, the lower body. You really need to cinch in through the side waist, active through the feet, pressing down, sending your knees forward as the hips stay lifted. We're going to anchor through the left foot as you march your right knee in towards your chest. Good, and place that down. Take it to the left, march it in, and place it back down. Good, good, good. Are you still squeezing that block between the palms as much as you're able to? Let's alternate. Opposite knees as you squeeze the block. Set your eyes somewhere on the ceiling and let them be soft, committed. Keep lifting, resetting the hips. Don't let them come down. Opposite marches. And now stay right here as you are. Or maybe as the knee comes in, you extend the block overhead behind you and bring it back up. Squeeze the block and lift it overhead and then bring it back up. Keep lifting and try and minimize the movement of the hips. Good. Inhaling to extend long. Exhaling to reset. Do another 4. Squeeze that block. Lift the hips for 3. Good, good, good. 2. And 1. Very nicely done. One bone at a time. Slowly bring yourself back all the way down. Remove the block, just place it off to the side. Knees into your chest for a good squeeze. Then take the backs of your legs. Let's rock up and down. Massaging out the spine, rocking and rolling, getting ready to move our body with breath, with intention. Set yourself up in a tabletop position, tip forward, find your hands underneath your shoulders. Drop the belly, pull the heart forward. We'll take a cow pose. And then exhale, dump out all your air as you ground down and lift your back body high. 2 more like that. Notice all 10 knuckles are rooted down for support. And then exhale, with that support, you're able to lift, make space, find the expansion in your body. One more time.
Spreading the sits bones as you open the heart, pulling the heart between the upper arm bones.
Last time like this, tucking the tail down towards your heels. Let your head hang. Find a neutral spine. Curling the toes. We've been here before. We find our hovering table, such an intense pose. Remember the intensity, the heat that we're building. It is not meant to create any suffering. It's not here for punishment. We're here to stay, to feel, to be reminded that we can move through discomfort, that we can be presented with challenge, and we know that we've got the tools we need, the knowingness to move through those moments. Squeeze your legs like you had that block right between your upper thighs. Use the support of your legs so it's not all on your wrists and your shoulders. And can you draw the low ribs together more? Good. Okay, we're gonna march that right foot back towards high plank. March the left foot back towards high plank. Hover the knees. Lift the knees. Right knee marches back to hovering table. Left foot comes back, hovering table. This time left foot goes back to plank. Meet it with the right. Tap the knees. Back to high plank pose. And then for the count of 5, elbows in towards rib cage. You can drop to your knees for 3 and then lower down all the way. 1, good job, good job. Reach for that block, please. Place it between the palms again. You're palming the block, so it's not just in the top of your fingers like you're holding it lightly. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that block. On your next breath in, we'll move into a Superman position, lifting arms overhead, zipping the inner line of the legs up, lifting the toes off the floor, the knees off the floor. Can you even lift the belly off the floor? Stay here, squeeze the block. This is a lot, I know. Squeeze the block. Stay for another 3 breaths. Softening through the jaw, you don't need energy there. Are the shoulders lifted towards the ears? Can you draw them down your back? 1 more inhale. Can you reach far, 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 far forward? And let it go. Whew. That was a lot. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a little baby cobra, open the heart here. Exhale, lower. Press up table. And right back into your downward facing dog. Walk those hands all the way back to your feet. Take a ragdoll here at the back of your mat. Let your head hang heavy. Remind yourself what your why is for showing up to yoga. How do you feel when you finish a yoga practice? So very different than typical forms of exercise. There's something that goes deeper than just the muscles. Something gets right into the fiber of who we are when we move and breathe with purpose, with intention, with connection. Especially when we're moving to get into deep core, our center. Let's release the hands and heel toe, no, not heel toe. Walk all the way back, downward facing dog. Make sure your feet are facing forward, that you can't see the heels behind your toes, and you're reaching your heels down towards the earth. It doesn't matter if they touch. And allowing your chest to melt down towards your thighs. Let's sweep that right leg up to the sky. As you breathe out, crisscross to your left tricep and touch. Inhale, lift, big inhale as you reach that leg high to the sky. Crisscross and touch the left tricep. 1 more like that. Feel that side body strengthening, pressing away from the floor. Hold with the knee connected to the elbow. Hold for 3. Squeeze that elbow into the knee. Hold for 2. Good. Inhale, lift that leg up and back. Step that foot forward. Warrior 1, rise up. Sink into your warrior. Allow the legs to be low as you reach the heart high. Big lift through the heart. Turn your gaze towards the ceiling. Hands come down to the earth. Step it back, high plank. Option to add 2 push-ups or just hold your high plank. And then chaturanga, upward facing dog, to downward facing dog with a big exhale, let it go. Send your left leg up to the sky. Left knee, right tricep, can you touch it? Inhale, up it goes. The tricep is above the elbow. How high can you get it? One more like that. Lift and lengthen. And then as you breathe out, ground down and contract. You hold for 3. Hug it in for 2. Last time, lift that leg to the sky. I'm so proud of you. Step that foot lightly between the hands. Rise up on your inhale. Warrior 1. Stay here for the exhale, lower down. Last big reach with the heart. Hands come on either side of the left foot. Hold, hold, hold your high plank, or you take the 2 push-ups. And then we take a flow. Up dog and down dog. Lift those heels high so you're on your tippy toes. And walk, walk, walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. When you get to the top of your mat, please reach your arms alongside your ears and lift up halfway. Pause for a moment, feeling your core. Making sure that the ribs knit together, that gravity isn't drawing you down to the floor. If this is too much, you can obviously just place your hands on your shins to create that length in your side body. That's perfect. Otherwise, I want you to reach forward, spinning the inner thighs back, sending energy through the sits bones back as you reach the crown of your head forward. Your neck is neutral. Big inhale. Exhale, let that go. Rise up to stand, press through the ground, extended mountain pose. Hands come through heart center. From here, please sit into your chair pose. Bring the arms up alongside your ears. Weight is in your heels. Tuck the tailbone under, create that scooping effect of your pelvis so the core is supercharged. And then lift up onto your tippy toes. Squeeze the legs. Reach the arms forward. Let your shoulders be soft. Shoulder blades come down and away from your ears. Exhale, sweep your arms behind you for a diver's pose. Then inhale, reach them long. You're on your tippy toes. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, reach. Good. Exhale, cinch the side body into support. One more time, reaching, reaching, reaching. Exhale, stay in your chair, bring your hands to heart center. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we'll just twist to the right, but I don't want you to hook that elbow on the outside of the right knee. Use your obliques. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, twist to the left. There's a lot going on. I can feel it. I'm with you. Inhale through center. Back to the right. Use your obliques to rotate your torso, your thoracic, over towards the right. And inhale through center. Come back through left. Follow the gaze towards the left. Then inhale through center. Exhale, let that go. Woo. Take a half lift, option to reach the arms forward again. Bring the hands down to the earth, step it to a high plank, and then lower low push-up. Press down into your hands, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Please glide forward into your high plank pose, keeping both hands pressing into the earth. Just tip both heels towards the right. Let the right hip twist down and then lift the hip up away from the floor. Really lift that hip up. Right hip lifts, both hands press down. Come through center. Spin the heels to the left. Good, press down firmly. Lift that left hip, lift, lift, lift. Lift the left hip a lot. More. Press down with your right hand. Now come back through center and find forearm plank, please. Both hands are on the floor, forearms are parallel, and walk your feet up to your elbows for dolphin pose. You might just stay right here in your dolphin pose, or join me for dolphin rocks, bringing your chin to your thumbs, and then pressing back through the arms. Drawing the low ribs together, touch. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Just 3 more, press. And touch. And touch. Press it back. Walk the feet back to your forearm plank. Really, really good. And then same thing with the twist. Drop the heels to the right as you drop the right hip. Stay here, pressing into the forearms, and then lift the right hip a little higher. Lift, 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 engage, contract that right side body. Inhale through center. Left side spins. Press down firmly through the forearms, and then lift the hip. Press down and lift. You've got this. Press, 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 press. Inhale through center. Open the knees nice and wide. Take a child's pose. Well done. Come forward through table and into your down dog. Lifting the right leg to the sky. Right knee finds right tricep. Slide it down the elevator to the wrist. Lift it up to the armpit. Send that leg up to the sky. Lightly step the right foot forward. Crescent lunge, rise up. Open to warrior 2. Beautiful. Reverse your warrior 2. Stretch out that right side body, big lengthening. And cartwheel your hands to the mat. Pop your left heel to the sky. Easy twist. Sweep your right arm up. Turn your gaze towards your right thumb. Your back left foot is nice and engaged. Big inhale. As you exhale, please bring that right hand down to the inside of your right foot. Plant the back foot flat one more time. Extended side angle. If you need your block to lift the floor a little higher, you do that. Opening through the left shoulder, pressing down. Take one more great big breath in. Both hands come to the mat, downward facing dog. Press it back. And bring your left knee down to the center of your mat, the kickstand. Sweep your right arm up to the sky. Supported side plank. Reach that right leg up so it floats. And reach that right hand overhead. Tap elbow to knee. And expand. Tap elbow to knee. And expand. Well done. Last time you're going to hold. I want you to press the knee into the elbow and the elbow into the knee. Press, 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 press. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Contract, contract, contract. And inhale, find that spaciousness. Stretch it out. And come all the way up into gate pose. Cactus out your arms. Little tiny hinge. And lift. Lengthen through the spine as you hinge. And come back up. One more time, hinge, and come back up. Find downward facing dog with the option to vinyasa. In your down dog, take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Left leg lifts to the sky. Left knee touches left tricep. Come all the way forward so shoulders come over hands, then find the wrist. Lift it all the way back up to the armpit. Then sweep that leg nice and high. With control, you'll bring it forward and step it forward into your warrior 1. Open warrior 2. Legs are strong, gaze is steady over your left middle finger. Reach back for your reverse warrior. And then cartwheel your hands to the mat for your easy twist. Remember that right heel needs to come over the right toes and gaze goes to your left thumb. Big inhale.
As you breathe out, bring that left hand down to the inside of your left foot and allow that right foot to anchor again, sweeping the right arm up. Extended side angle. A block underneath your left hand is very, very nice. Grab it if you have it. Big inhale. Slow exhale. Last inhale to get long from crown to right heel. Downward facing dog. Sweep it up. This time, bring the right knee down to the center of your mat for your supported side plank. Sweep the left hand to the sky. Lift that left leg in line with your spine, in line with your hip. Then reach that left hand overhead. We contract knee to elbow. Can you touch in front of your body? Inhale long. Again, touch in front of your body. Feel that contraction. This time, as you bring the knee and elbow together, you hold, squeeze the elbow into the knee, and then press back into the elbow. Squeeze and press, squeeze and press. Don't forget to breathe, don't forget to breathe. You're doing great. Big inhale. Release all of that. And then anchor that left foot down as you come into your gate pose. Cactus out your arms. Maybe interlace your hands behind your head. We hinge and lift. Hinge and lift. You're doing so well. 2 more. Last time. Good. Find your downward facing dog. Lift that right leg to the sky, bend your knees, stack and open up. Maybe roll the ankle one way and then the other. If it feels good in your body, you can even take a great big roll with that right knee to get into the hip joint. And we'll switch sides. Left leg lifts. Bending, stacking, opening up. Roll the ankle one way and then the other. Okay, bring those knees down to the earth. Set yourself up in a table position. Extend that left leg long on the floor. Extend your right arm in line with your ear. And then lift the left leg, keeping the left foot nice and flexed. Notice if the belly's slumping, can you keep the front line body super, super engaged? Long inhale to reach. Exhale, bring that elbow to the knee under your body. Inhale, extend it long. Exhale, hug. Last time, reach that arm alongside your ear. Can you lift, lift, lift? Bending that left knee. See if you can catch the foot, with the hand. Kick into your foot. Press down, open through that right shoulder. Kick, 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 kick to open and twist. Exhale, release. Press it back, child's pose. Take that left hand and sweep it underneath your right armpit. Walk the right fingers a little farther forward. Feel the shift of your energy. Feel that vibration. And come back through center. We'll go right to the second side. Inhale to a table. Extend the right leg long. Left arm alongside left ear. Lift everything away from the floor. Press down and hug it. Then bring the elbow to the knee in a contraction. Really nice. Expand with the inhale breath. Contract with your exhale. Hug it in. One more time. You reach. Hug that in. Everything's tight, tight, tight. And then you reach long, bending at the knee, catching the top of that right foot with the left hand. Kick into the hand with the foot. Open through the hip flexor. Draw the low ribs together as you open through the left shoulder. Last big inhale breath. And slowly release it. Take one more child's pose. Find the heels with the hips. Come on down. And then slide that right hand underneath the left armpit. Stretching at that shoulder. We've done a lot of work on our hands, our wrists, our arms. Acknowledge your strong, strong body. All that it does for you. Come through center. And then just scoot your legs around in front. And grab your block. And roll on down. Take that right ankle over the left knee. Reach through the window for a figure 4 stretch or thread the needle. Allow the back side of your body to feel super heavy. And then let that left right foot slowly find the left side of your mat. So we're coming to a bit of a supine twist. Don't move your block if it's in the way. Gaze over your right shoulder. You can use your left hand to press the right hip away for a little deepening of the stretch. Come back through center. Other side, left foot flexes and comes over right knee for thread the needle. Keep that left foot nice and flexed. Breathe into any sensations that are coming up in that left hip. And then allow the left foot to come onto the floor on the right side of your mat. Using your right hand to push the knee away. Let your gaze fall left. Notice if there's still gripping, there's still tension. Remind yourself that this mat of yours is a safe space. That you get to create what you want to have happen when you're on your mat. Beautiful. Come back through center. Bring those knees back into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Bring your shins so that they're parallel to the floor. Interlace your fingers behind your head. We're not yet done. Almost. We'll do some bicycle twists, but I want us to slow them right down. So you're going to twist left, extend the right leg long. Hold here, hold. Inhale through center. Exhale over towards the right knee. Hold. Can you lift up a tiny bit higher? Inhale through center. Right to the first side. Lift that left shoulder blade up off the mat. Plug the top of the femur into your hip socket. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, twist. You are doing so well. Can you lift up more? We're almost done. Inhale, center. Exhale. We hold 3. We're just here for 2. Lift. Then inhale through center. Over to the right, we hold. Challenge yourself, stay with this, allow yourself to feel. Inhale, center. Let's speed it up. Hold for 1, 2. Right to the second side, 1, 2. Hold and lift. Lift and hold. Are the feet flexed? Are you drawing the belly towards the floor? Can you lift your upper body just a 0.5 millimeter more? You are doing so well. Stay for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done, you. Speed it up. Go single time, single pace. We're here. Don't forget to breathe for 8, 7, back and forth you go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Knees come into chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Hug in. I am so proud of you. Let those feet find the floor. Lift the pelvis up off the mat, just like how we started. Stretch out the hip flexors, strengthen the back body, open the heart. One more big inhale.
And then one vertebra at a time, allow your spine to come all the way down. Extend the right leg long, then the left. Notice your body. Acknowledge all that your body did for you today. Acknowledge the will, the dedication, and the commitment that it takes for you to show up for yourself day after day. Allow yourself to be soft and still. In the knowledge that you've worked hard, that you've done enough, and that you are enough. And when you're ready, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Reaching arms overhead with a big breath in. Let your back arch, reach your toes long, reach your fingers long. Roll to one side. Empty out all your air. And then we'll press ourselves up. Let's seal the practice with a full inhale through the nose. Let it travel down the whole length of your body, filling you up, lightening you up. And sigh it out with a touch your thumbs right to the center of your forehead. This is your third eye. Acknowledge yourself. I am so very grateful you shared your energy with me today. Let us bow to one another and say, Namaste. Thank you for joining me again today. I will see you next time for a little bit more Yoga for Core. Oh, that rhymed.